All right, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, so now if Mark Eddy is seeing this video at some point, he will notice that I have the same headphones almost. Well, maybe not the same brand, but the blue line here. Wait, this way. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, so I wanted to show that one that I did last time. This one here. I need some music with that now. What would anybody suggest? That is my. Uh, can I loop that? No. Is there a way to loop that? I don't know. Hey, Bobby, what's going on?
Yeah, not the much.
Is there a way to loop that little thing that I just did there?
Do it again? Oh,
This one
okay.
here. This is on the one that I made last week.
Oh,
There's a way to loop it. I know there is. Settings, uh, video, virtual background. No. I don't know. Layouts. No. Not mirror my camera. No. No.
it's actually like a video clip that you do.
Okay, yeah, and then isn't there a way that we can have it loop behind, like in the like when we go out?
It might have to be converted to a GIF and then probably upload as an overlay.
Oh, okay. All right. Of course, then there's this one here I like. We can play that one first. Let me play it. Turn off your whatever you're listening to there.
Yeah,
Mute that for a minute, or while we're on here anyway.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll play that. Okay, ready? I like that one. Andy gave us that one. I don't know where he got that one at. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do stuff like that with that program that I showed you, and I have a
Yeah.
background I want to use for Marina and Anthony, so they can use. Of course, I want to share it with them first. I'm not going to share it now because they haven't seen it yet. So I want to share it with them first and make sure they're okay with it. And I'll do it that way. All right. So what do you got? Is that your shortwave radio thing?
Oh,
I mean, I probably don't mind it, but I just don't want YouTube to get mad.
or be able to get mad.
Yeah, yeah. If it's something on KGRA, we don't want them to get mad.
Yeah, I'm trying to lower it down as much as I can.
Just haven't. I don't know how you can do that with your speaker thing, though. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's got a remote that I use. It's like a, it's a little, it gets flimsy, but
Oh,
if you
okay.
time it, but if you do it right, it will work.
All
But
right.
if you don't have the proper alignment between the speaker and the remote, it's not going to work.
Oh, okay. All right.
If I have, I can't do another surge projector because of the structure of the apartment. But if I was on to get an extension cord, I might move the speaker to the left side, and I'll be able. I think it should be easier.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, what do you think about my idea of that term that I used today? And don't now, I don't want anyone to get mad at me for that term because that is an actual term. You can look. I don't know if you looked it up. It is a real term now. Okay. and I didn't make it up. But why did I think of it all of a sudden? Just bam, all of a sudden it's in
Uh,
my head. And you remember the term, right?
Transdimensional travel.
There you go. You got it. Yeah, now it has nothing to do with sexual preference, as far as I know. It only has to do with traveling while you are in a trance or when you are asleep. Asleep. Okay? So,
Okay.
so does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so,
I want to first start off by I want to thank Amanda and Johnny for giving me the best and what that we could ever can have, and
oh yeah,
the versus challenge that they provided,
yeah.
that was a good one.
Well, Amanda and Johnny, remember, kind
Yeah.
of work. They kind of work as a team. So, of course, they
So
both try to give each other credit. So it's kind of hard to tell who's in charge there.
yeah.
I don't know if anyone's actually in charge. Nobody's over here yet, though. I guess nobody knows I'm on, even though they forget it's Friday. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if anybody's
Um.
having a cool
Uh,
day like we had today compared to the last few days, it was pretty darn nice today.
yeah. Let me. I'm gonna put it at the Gazettes, and then put it on the streaming.
Yeah, 'cause
All right.
I had my new cards. I wanted to try them out. I have my old ones too. I haven't cracked open. I opened up the spirit animal one, but I just looked at the book. I didn't look at the cards yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was checking with Julian, trying to see if she was wanting to help out.
There's Julie. I can always
Hey,
invite
Julie.
her.
Yeah, go ahead and invite her anyway, and then I was gonna do that, but you can invite her. You can actually put it in chat and let anyone join us. Free open mic night, so to speak. But only those who are very busy right now. She says. Um,
Okay.
she was busy last night, and then I kept her talking last night. but
Yeah.
with that, she still ended up finishing a chapter in her book or whatever she was working on. So I guess I helped her get done.
Yeah.
So it was interesting, Bobby. I was transdimensional travel doesn't necessarily mean you have to be asleep, but that's when it most of the time that's when that happens. All right. Now you could be meditating, like I said, it could be a meditation thing. Hey, Oopie, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Opie?
It could be when you're in a meditative state, and that could be I don't know what the heck that was, kind of mosquito or gnat or something.
Hmm.
But transdimensional travel. That's either when you're asleep or when you're in a meditative state. Okay, now that's a true term, though. You can look it up. You can Google it if you want. You tell I'm not lying. All right. Yes, Ufi, we're gonna do readings in a few minutes,
Hmm.
and
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 what did they say about your leg today?
oh, I'll get to that. I'm in the middle of a thought here. Let me
Hmm.
finish. All right.
Yeah.
So now interdimensional travel can happen when you're wide awake and you're not meditating and nothing. Just all of a sudden you're there. You blink out, you're gone, and then you're back. I gave a few descriptions of that happened to me personally that I can't explain why. And some would just say, "Oh, you got a health issue, whatever, you know," and you better get checked out, whatever. And no, that's not the case. There's something going on there that I don't understand. And even Bishop Long talked about the parallel planets and universes and things, A little bit tonight he discussed that on his show. So he's open to understanding there could be something there. What it's from, I don't know. Why it's from, I don't know. But I think that God can create, just like He says. I think everything is created by God, and whether in essence, the human beings are all born evil, according to what the Bible says, right? Because of Adam and Eve. Okay.
Hmm.
So then, according to the story, we're all born evil, and we have no hope of heaven unless we accept Christ as our Lord and Savior. I'm not asking anyone to believe that. I'm just telling you that's what the Bible says. Okay.
Well, it's being in LDS terms is that um, it is thought that little child actually doesn't know anything when he or she is born.
Yeah.
Now, in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, they got something called a age of accountability. So, should you pass away before you hit that certain age, you don't go to hell. You actually become part of heaven, and
Yeah.
that's how
That's
it goes.
that's interesting. And then I do kind of agree with that to an extent from the Christian perspective. But again, we're not trying to debate or argue which one is right or wrong or whatever. I'm not trying to call anybody wrong or anything else like that. I'm just saying, okay, the way that our situation is, all
Hmm.
right. And so now there are cases, though, Bobby, where
Hmm.
some people are mentally unstable and they never get to that age of accountability, even if they're old enough to know. Hey,
Hmm.
Genghis, how you doing?
Yeah.
And
So
so if they pass away without not understanding, you see what I'm saying? It
yeah,
says to the age of understanding. Now we count that to be what, like 12 usually, right?
and LDS is 8.
Okay, so 8 or 12, whatever. Anyway, you're a young man or young woman at 8 or 12, okay? And you kind of understand what's going on and you know what you got to do. And the terrible thing about that is that there are mentally unstable people who do not have that ability to figure that out. And I don't mean to put anybody down. This is a fact. Okay.
Hmm.
And so if they die without not understanding what they need to do, what happens? I would say they're given an opportunity to make that choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I
And
think that church speaks of that is like
Heather is here. Hi, Heather.
hey, what's up, Heather?
Would Heather like a reading?
Is
She'd be our first victim tonight if she wants a reading.
yeah. Um, so what's happening is that you don't go to hell like other traditional Christians will say,
Yeah,
but you will go to a certain place
a holding place.
where,
A holding place.
yeah, where
All right, now this
like
ain't gonna come out.
you 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 have like a second
Get the fuck
chance
out of here.
to accept the gospel,
Yeah,
and when you're a good standing member of the LDS Church, you go to those places called temples, and then you do the works for others that pass before you.
yeah.
So
And I think with that, I think we kind of agree on that. Okay, I think actually in a way, Bobby, I think we both kind of agree on a lot of the subjects that we discussed.
mhm,
That's why we're still here. So that's a good thing.
yeah, and yeah, Anna did say that she wants a reading.
And Heather, let me show you. Here's the deck that I'm using.
All right, hold on, Ron.
There we go.
There you go.
There's the deck that I'm using. Now, this is the same guy, believe it or not. I found this deck because I recognized the guy's name. The same name, same guy. Isn't that amazing? These are
Hmm.
oracle cards, so these are tarot cards. These are angel tarot cards. These are, well, you saw it, sort of like oracle cards.
Yeah, so Ufi is saying perhaps is the case of that the age of understanding actually varies from one person to another well beyond childhood. And I think in Buddhism they call it the place of Bardo.
Here's a little
And
guidebook,
yeah, hmm
guidebook
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Nice.
I was checking. I was reading the chat,
Yeah,
Brian.
go ahead.
Yeah, I already finished, but I think
Go ahead. Yeah. And then here's a little saying inside Heather for you to read and everyone else to read. Please read that saying and get it in your brain. All right?
mhm.
Don't let anyone put you down for what you think or do or whatever. You are a child of light. Okay? That what
Yeah.
that said? That's what that said, right? You are a child of unfathomable beauty and light. There you go. That's close. All right. So in this deck, and here's the inside of the box. Angel Michael's sword. Beautiful artwork this guy does. 44 cards. Now I made sure that they're all here. I counted them all. Now we have to shuffle them.
Yeah.
How many? Well, we do 3 cards with these, Heather, because of their oracle cards. So the standard form of reading is 3 cards. It's not necessarily past, present, and future. It's just uh, reading all at once and whatever it says to you. Now, keep in mind, this is for, I always say this is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not go and change your medication. Do not stop taking medication. Do not start doing anything different. Do not go do anything kind of crazy because you think that's what the cards say. Um, please, please count it for what it's worth. And if it is anything of value, then definitely research, and
Yeah.
discover what it might mean to you.
Okay. So
Okay.
Ufi is asking if you ever wonder why the angels are deceptive using human weapons, like the sword.
Um, I think like these cards, Hoopy. Okay, these tarot or these oracle cards or any kind of cards I use, playing deck of playing cards. If I do reading with those, which I can.
Hmm.
Heather. If Bobby has you on Messenger, he can add you to the green room if you want to join us. You don't have to be on camera. You can just be on voice if you want. If you're shy, you can just be on
Yeah.
voice. Do you have
Yeah.
her on Messenger, Bobby?
I do not, but I can add her right away.
Okay, yeah, add her to Messenger and then give her the invite link. And then if she wants to do reading after I get done with her, I would enjoy that. Because I always enjoy when people read for me. Okay,
Okay.
now I got these pretty well shuffled. The funny thing, Bobby, you know what was funny? Remember, I got that dolphin one for you the other night. You asked for 1 card, and that was 1 card I pulled, right?
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about that is we pulled that one for you before the other night, whatever it was, maybe the week before, whatever. But what's interesting is I pulled it after I shuffled the cards, and the dolphin card was the first thing that came out. It's like, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. So I verified I had all the cards and checked everything. Everything was good. And shuffled them again, and I didn't get that card again, but I just thought that was weird.
Yeah.
And the reason why I
Okay. So Heather is saying she won't be able to do it right now. She's out of town with family. But
out of town, how dare you? Just kidding. Just kidding.
but
Please don't.
he wants you to send you your number or message her and she'll call you next week.
Oh, okay.
And Heather, if you want to approve my friend request, go ahead.
All right. So Heather, what? Um, Okay.
I don't. Well,
I'm trying to read this with these glasses and I cannot. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's interesting. With what you just told me, that's very interesting. All right. Okay. And then, now what was interesting was I was talking with Julie last night, and I had a thought. Now I haven't shared this much at all in the years that I've been doing this video thing because I thought it was kind of private and personal, something I didn't want to really share about. And then I talked to Julie about it, and I did 3 cards for my own self of this deck, and it was like, wait a minute. I'll tell you what we're talking about now. Uh,
mhm.
I originally would have had an older sister. I haven't said this, I don't think, but maybe once or twice on to anyone live.
Mhm.
And but she died with a hole in her heart in the early '60s. They didn't have the opportunity or the knowledge to fix that. Okay, so sadly she died. Now I didn't remember her name. I knew it started with a B. I thought it was like Bernadette or something like that. And turned out it was Bernadine was the name.
Mhm.
Technically, that would make me the third child, not the middle child. Sadly, in my case, I went from the third child to the middle child. The middle child is probably the worst place to be. All right, because
What
middle
about
child,
what about being the youngest?
that my sister got everything. Because she was a little princess. My younger sister got everything. And I say that
Yeah,
because she's two
the
years
same
younger
should
than me.
be said about my mother, about my mother and my two and her two brothers, which are my uncles.
Now,
Joe
now,
would be
you know,
now. Joe would be first, then William, then Terry.
now I'm
Terry,
not. I'm not saying that.
yeah,
I'm not saying that we weren't taken care of. I don't mean it
yeah,
that way at all. We were very well taken care of. I mean, look, I'm still alive today, and I'm 62 years old. I'm alive.
yeah,
Holy cow! If I wasn't taken care of, I wouldn't be here. All right.
yeah.
So anyway, the 3 cards I pulled was one of them I have for Heather, but we'll get to that one. Um, but it was interesting because it made sense. And but this one here is now Heather might not. I'll have to send this to her so she can get the picture later. Prioritize self care, number 24. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. All right, beautiful card. Who's
Oh,
that? Is that
I
add
think
add
that's
Julie? Add
Julie.
Julie. Yeah, add Julie. And so anyway, there you go, Heather. Now you can at any time you can pause this and keep the picture or save it, whatever. Take a screenshot, but I'm also going to send you a picture. Okay, so I'm going to line them up. They'll try to make it look as nice as it can. Now, number 25. Okay, so put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. So, Heather, I don't know what you're working on, but you got if you're not working on something, you better get going on it. Whatever that something is, I don't know. That's up to you to know. I'm thinking it's possibly a lot of people are writing nowadays because it's so easy to get them published. I'd say if you have a book to write, get it out there.
Mhm.
Number 26. This is one that I got when I was asking about connection with my older sister, who I never really knew because I was just too young to really know. Okay, so 26. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you are too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. And it's white dove with the whatever that is, a spear, I guess. And
I think it's just like a regular feather.
oh, like a feather. That looks like
Yeah.
a spear. That looks like a spear to me. I don't know, but butterfly and all that stuff. So be open to receiving these messages, Heather.
Mhm.
Thank you, Heather. Now I'm going to take this picture and then I'm going to find you on Messenger. Maybe not exactly tonight, but or during the show. But Bobby has you. You can definitely. I can get the picture to him and he can send it to you.
Yeah.
For now. But I do this and then you can take a look at it. You can look them up. You can look up the meanings of them. I'd go into that tonight, but we'd be here until midnight trying to go through the meanings of each card. And that just takes too much time from the show. Not that we're really doing anything important at the moment, but still. Who wants to watch me looking up names and things about cards? No, nobody wants me to do that.
Probably not.
You know what I mean? Alright, so now let me see, I gotta do that. So what I'm thinking about though with this transdimensional travel, what I want everyone to do, and I mentioned this on my live drive, anyone who hears my voice at this moment, what I want you to do is when you go to sleep at night. Now I'm very bad at this. I don't do this because I'm not a very good note taker. So that's my excuse anyway. I'm sticking to it. So I try to there we go. That's a good looking picture there. All right, Bobby, I'm going to share this with you, and you can pass it on to her. I'll
Yeah,
share it.
I'll forward it to her
I'll,
since
I'll share it to you on Skype if that's all right. There you go. All right. So what it tells me here, though, is, and there you go. I know when Bobby gets a message. All right. Prioritize self care. You have, and don't take this the wrong way. Please don't hate me for this. This is what the cards tell me. Okay. And what's interesting, Heather, I'll tell you how I do the reading. I am a believer in Christ. I'm born again believer in Christ. Saved, whatever you want to call it, however you want to word it. I use cards as a tool, just like what Ufi was asking earlier about the sword. Well, sometimes we humans are very stubborn, and we need to have some kind of physical example of what we need to know. You understand what I'm saying? And so we need to have him like he made the Ten Commandments on tablets, right? And then he could have, which he'd been telling us all along how to live, but nobody was receiving his instructions. So he had Moses go up to the mountain for some ungodly amount of years. No telling how long, but somehow he's up there for a long time, and he got the tablets with the instructions and everything like that. Why did we need the tablets? Because we're stubborn. We are a stubborn race. The human race is very stubborn. We're going to do what we want. We are self-willed. We can do what we want. Oh yeah, thank you, Julie. I mean Heather. Sorry, got too many names in there already. Let me put that up there.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Let her
there we
see
go.
that. Yeah, we thought of it at the same time. That way everybody can see it, and on the other platforms too. So yeah, so So when I use the cards, I use the cards as a tool to get a message to whoever I'm reading for at the time of the reading. Okay? So I ask the Holy Spirit before we even start the reading. Like when I'm shuffling the cards, for instance, I would just say to myself, what is the message for Heather? Okay? And then bam, you got some pretty nice cards here. But it's things that you need to look out for on your own. Okay? So
Mm-hmm.
now with the number 24, prioritize self care. You do so much for others, it's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you need to focus on what your needs are. Do not lose focus on you. Okay? If you lose focus on you, then everything's going to go haywire. Really.
Yeah, everything's about to go backwards.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you take time out. And hey, if you're sitting there and somebody wants to get you a glass of water or a tea or whatever you drink, let them get it for you. Don't think twice about it.
Oh yeah.
So 25, put your creative energy into action. Recently, I think you've been kind of scatterbrained. No offense. That's not a really negative term. That's just a term to express what uh, some people are nowadays, scatterbrained. I like the term. We used to use it a lot and never thought it to be offensive. But um, you have put things to the side that if you would have had it done by now, you would have been sitting fairly nice with a nice little paycheck because you would have had the book written. You would have had something done, whatever you're working on. Um, but anyway, so number 25, put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me, which I'm telling you the message from the Holy Spirit. Remember, I asked him for a message for you. Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. So I don't know what your hobby is, what you like to do, but if you have any thoughts about art, I would recommend that might be a start for you to get into. Uh,
Yeah.
Painting, oil painting, drawing. If you can work with clay and you can do pottery, something like that, bowls. We used to know a guy that would do wooden bowls out of trees. I don't know how he did them, but he'd make them look so beautiful. Remember that guy, Bobby, one of our friends? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Was that the one that died? That was the one that passed away, or was that another one? Am I thinking of somebody else? Maybe I don't know. Anyway, the one I'm thinking of had the woodworking skills, and he made those beautiful bowls in Canada. He was in Canada. All right. Anyway, 26. Recognize the signs from above. Now this one that I got because I don't always think about my older sister. She was maybe a year older because it was my brother, then her, then me, and then my younger sister. I don't think that my older sister was alive when my younger sister was born. You see what I'm saying? So I was only maybe 2 years old at the best age in order to know that I even had an older sister. But at 2 years old, who's going to know anything, right?
Yeah.
So, although at 2 years old, or almost 2 years old, you see me at the Oakland Zoo with the orangutan monkey that's in the newspaper, and the only one that could talk to the monkey was me. I don't know how that
Yeah.
worked. I don't know how that worked out, but maybe animals already knew it then, perhaps.
How did your older sister die, by the way?
I told you didn't hear that part.
I probably did. I must have forgot.
Okay, she had a hole in the heart, Bobby.
Okay.
It's a serious medical condition that occurred from deformed heart when the child is born. Today, they might have the issue, but they can fix it so easily today that it's like it doesn't take anything to fix it really. It's still a serious situation, but in the
Yeah,
60s they didn't have the technology to fix it.
yeah.
Okay, so
I think like this and like there's like a family that I used to know that used to go to our branch with us.
yeah,
They were supposed to have four children, and the one that was placed in the pot would be the fourth child.
huh,
And I think the one like I think the baby at that time eventually he accidentally like drowned himself. He didn't know what
oh
to do when
no,
he was under the water.
oh
So eventually, the one that popped became the third child instead of the fourth child,
right.
because he will probably have that knowledge of, except for his other two, which are the middle and the older.
Hi Venus.
And and today, all three of them has great lives.
Yeah,
I don't know what the older one does, but I know the middle is a pilot. I don't know what the younger one does.
but I don't often, as I was going to say, I don't often think of my older sister. Again, I didn't know her very well, you know, and but I only know her because I was told about, with my mom's obituary and my dad's obituary, and my sister told me about it.
Yeah.
And
The
so,
that Now, speaking of the family that I was talking about, the older one served in Russia before Putin actually changed the law to where they can't cross like in the country again. The
hmm,
middle actually, I think it was in Utah he served, if I can remember correctly. The younger was supposed to be serving in the Philippines.
oh,
But due to COVID, he was reassigned to somewhere in Washington. I forgot where in Washington, but
oh,
yeah.
okay,
Well, Washington State, but
cool,
yeah.
cool. All right.
Supposed to be.
So 26, recognize the signs from above. And again, like I said, I don't normally think about my older sister like that, but this time I did think about her, and I think she's been trying to talk to me for a while, but I've been ignoring it for whatever reason. So, recognize signs from above, number 26. Angels are sending you messages now, but you are too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. Now, what's interesting with that one and the creative energy into action, recognize signs above and be ready to receive messages, Heather. And what's interesting is on both of these 25 and 26, now they're kind of together. Actually, they're all three together 24, 25, 26. I shuffled them. How are they still together, Bobby? I don't understand that. But
I
anyway,
have no
they,
idea.
they all work together. They all work together, though. But the last two definitely work together because both of them are showing distraction. You're not focused on what you're supposed to be doing. I'm thinking that if you work on that creative energy, that will help you understand and look for the signs from above and receive that divine guidance. So those last two cards definitely work together. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, the first one would put you into the relaxed state if you take care of yourself and allow other people to help you instead of
Yeah,
you trying to do all the work. So,
yeah.
Heather, there you go. That's it. Hopefully, you can read those and
I
understand them.
really, I really like the fact that we all should be in a meditated state.
Yeah.
That the way I would do it is I would put on some meditated style music,
There's lots of
or
them. Yeah.
something like electronic ambient that I would listen to.
Hmm.
And now if I really want to be in a meditated state, then I would be listening to either Bose or an ASMR session.
Yeah.
And I just need to get like sleeping bug, like these sleep buds that you can get on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I remember I had to sleep with my headphones, and it was still was a good experience though.
Well, see, now I can have my desktop computer running, and I can run the music to the Bluetooth speakers that I have, right? And they're
Hmm.
loud enough to where the whole, if it's meditative music, it might run off some spirits I don't want around, while I'm trying to sleep, you know. But it could also help me relax too and get into that peaceful state where I don't have to wear the headphones. I just use the open speakers. All right,
Yeah,
now wonder if Julie wants to read anything.
yeah.
Yes, please, sir.
Uh,
Heather,
uh, um,
Heather, thanks for stopping by, and yes, you are always welcome. Anytime you see me on, you can join us or join in chat at least. When I'm driving, I can't add anybody, but Bobby can always add anybody when we're on.
mhm.
So he's
Yeah,
he's a he's a manager.
Hello.
How
yeah.
you
What's up,
doing?
Joey? Hey, good
Yeah.
night, Heather.
Sorry, I was trying to direct uh, goodbyes to Heather because she's leaving. Yeah, I can listen with like I can sit in a chair like this and go to sleep with the headphones on. That's not a problem unless
Hey,
I
Ron,
turn
I'd
my.
like a reading. I'm not going to give any readings tonight, though.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Okay, okay.
You want one? Okay. You want one or three cards?
3 would be great.
Okay. Let's see if I can shuffle these any better. That is disturbing. They come all lined in. I shuffled them 3 times and they cut for Heather, and they still wound up all three in a row. How did that work? So,
I sleep with headphones on. Lady B. I
yeah.
do. I switch between my big headphones like Ron has and my earbuds.
Well, the earbuds are fine, but they tend to hurt my ear canals too much.
Yeah.
And so
And then there's the annoyance of losing them.
yeah, you turn and then they fall out and you don't know where they are, and you got a $200 pair of earbuds. Not a good idea. I
And
got the one with the ear clip on it that goes around. That's like about 180 for those.
I do my edibles and I stick my headphones on to listen to meditative music. So
hmm
they come
Okay.
off pretty quick.
Yeah. All right.
I don't sleep all night with them.
yeah, if I was off if I was off to sleep with headphones, it will probably will be earbuds. It'll
I'm
be
laughing
like
at this. Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
be like regular cover the ear headphones, like Ron's got.
Yeah. I'm laughing at this card, Julie, because we have talked
Ew.
about that before.
What?
You'll find out in a minute here. Let me let me get these. I'm trying to make sure I can understand what the heck I'm reading here.
So I had a reading done by you, and I had 2 other people read, and they're saying, let them guide you. You're going to be going through learning and growing. I'm like, okay, okay. So then I did genealogy. Oh my god! And then I did more genealogy. So now it's like, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, more.
Did you watch the Bishop today, Ron? I know the Bishop
I
was on tonight.
did. I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great show today.
Yeah. I thought
Tonight.
so. That one guy, I don't know what wrong with that one guy. He had the ban on TikTok or whatever it was, and kept saying, "Oh, let me on your show, let me on your show." Hey, dummy, he told you he couldn't let you on the show. right?
Yeah, I know, like those pestilent scumbags that always wants to live in your mother's basement. That's always wants to do that to him. They like,
Yeah.
bro.
And then they try to
Yeah.
say, he wasn't a real bishop, and he had a $10,000 Rolex, and I don't think so. He wouldn't be doing a podcast for free if he had a $10,000 Rolex. But anyway,
Um,
I don't like genealogy, V. I'm like getting like it's easier nowadays. Someone new is coming. Yay!
we talked about this. You even shared that a couple times. Okay, an important
Well,
new
I kind
relationship
of
is
think I know who it is, but I'm just being chill about it.
yeah, open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life.
I'm just not
yeah,
going to give it a thought. I'm just going to let it happen.
Number 28. Remember, I figured out there's 44
Because
cards in this.
I have learning and growing and research to do.
Yep.
yeah, 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 but it's already too late to throw TikTok out
Stay the
out to
course.
shore and stuff.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Don't panic. You're on the wrong. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. Right? Let me read that correctly.
Hmm.
You just having. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going.
this is just a repeat. Stay the
So,
course.
number 29. Now, see, here's 3 more cards that are right in order, and I done shuffled them
What
again.
was what was the first number on the first card? 28?
28. And here. Okay, no, this one's actually 36. Okay. I was going to say, if this one's 30, that's it. I'm putting these cards away. No, this one's 36.
Oh,
Trust
my
your
angels.
angels. Yeah. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan.
Do you know who's been in my energy?
Who?
Do you guys know who Leslie Jordan was?
Who what?
Who Leslie Jordan was? Here, let me give you a hint. Well, shit. He's
Yeah.
been in my He's been on my case for the last 2 days because I was doing genealogy. He's like, do me, do me, do me. Finally, I looked. He's related to my ex-husband. He's like a 10th or
Oh boy.
11th cousin.
Very going well.
We've kind of had like
Well, there you go. The cards are right again. I didn't even try that one.
he misses doing this.
Oh boy. That's good though.
Yeah. So my genealogies turned out okay. That's my ex-husband's side. He's also related to Neil Peart from Rush, the drummer. Betty White. These are obviously all dead people. And there was another
Now,
one. I forgot the other one.
John Bonham from Led Zeppelin.
No, that's who I'm related to.
Oh,
I'm related to John Bonham, Robin Williams, John Lennon, George Harrison. The Queen Mother, Elizabeth the First. Um, and I knew I was related to the royal bloodline, and now I had to go back, and I'm like, oh my god, I knew this. So I'm related because how I knew this is because my great grandfathers, I don't know if it's his brothers or his uncles, and their namesakes of presidents. I'm like, I bet they're related. So I finally looked. Yes, I'm related to Andrew Jackson, Thomas Jefferson. What's the other one?
well, now wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
Andrew Jackson.
You know that all the presidents are related, right?
Well, yeah, then I'm related to all of them. So I'm related to
Well,
Benjamin. I wasn't. my grandfather wasn't just Ben Franklin. I'm related to him, and
But that's what I understand anyway. I might have that wrong, but that's what I
and
understood.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
I'm tired. It's like
But what's
the whole
interesting is that you and I could be distant cousins, believe it or not.
well, we're all the whole point of this is we're all related,
Yeah.
but there's another, there's a deeper thing going on here. It's because these this goes to the conspiracy theory of the Freemasons royalty, because I'm following Andrew Jackson back. He's got all kinds of royalty, Scottish,
Yeah.
Swedish, and it goes back to the Vikings. Um, this is not what I want to do. I just want to finish my book. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll keep swimming. I'll stay the course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You want to?
good.
I need researchers. So yeah.
Even if you had to swim at night, you'll get there.
What? Even if I have to sleep?
No, swim at night, you'll get there.
Swim at night. Swim at night.
I'm
Even if
not
you have to
sleep.
swim
I'm
at
not
night.
swimming at night. I'm
No,
going to sleep.
it's too cold even in California where it's hot. It's too cold to be swimming at night.
No, it's not. Not. Thank you for the reading.
You're welcome.
I got the cards.
All right. Well, you take a look at those and look them up if you need to, and try to get deeper meaning to them. That'd be awesome. You might know more about what they mean anyway.
I don't. I know someone new is coming.
So yeah, we had talked about that before I read the cards for you. That's kind of funny how that works. We talk about these things, and all of a sudden the cards get shown. It's like, wait a minute. All right, does Venus want one? And Bobby, did you want one?
Yeah, I could take one. I'll take a 3-1.
All right.
No, Ufi, with my research, some of it is psychic. I get psychic hits of which direction I need to go, or I'll see something. I'm like, okay, I need to look at this.
I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that remote viewing stuff, though, Julie. I did pretty good last night, just testing it, and that might have been
Yeah.
the connection with you, though, possibly. I don't know. Uh,
Um.
all right, Bobby. Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah. Joey, do you want to be invited for if Amanda announces it? You want to be part of the Family Feud game?
The what?
Bill, the producer Bill on KDRA, he does Family Feud games, and he is the host of the show basically, and he asks questions, and we have to come up with the best answer, or like a regular Family Feud game,
When do you do
And
this?
Bill hosts a game, and he gets between him and Amanda, they get all these people together, and then we have a good time about 3 hours, just having fun, laughing about crazy stuff. The questions that he's asking, it's like, do I have to answer that? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's a
When
lot of
does
fun. It's a lot of fun. Producer Bill Skywatcher.
Yeah. If you're on Skype, Joey, I can add you.
I'm not on Skype right now, but I do have Skype. Remember we
Okay.
watched the movie? We had to wait for you when we watched
Yeah,
the
Do
ritual.
yeah. When we had movie night.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
for
So
Ufi's birthday.
yeah. Well, Luffy has a birthday every day, I think, according to
I
Johnny.
know. It's, I mean, Johnny can do whatever he wants, and it's like, bro,
Wait,
it's not her freaking birthday.
And
wait.
then
midnight on what time zone, Oofy?
Eastern time zone. So that'd be 8 o'clock.
Nine
No,
o'clock my
9
time.
o'clock for you. So you should be all done with your work by that time.
I I go to bed. I usually go to bed.
Oh yeah. All right, Bobby. Here's your first card. Open up your spiritual gifts. Number 21. Remember that your true nature is spiritual. I've mentioned this several times. I've mentioned this and mentioned this and mentioned this. All right. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So, and then here's what the card looks like. All right. So
Uh-huh.
what's interesting is this. I have mentioned this recently, and I've mentioned this several times that we are spiritual beings in a physical body trying to figure it out. We're not a physical body trying to figure out the spiritual, even though that's the way many people look at it. You know what I mean? They have it reversed.
Mhm.
But technically, we are a spiritual being trying to connect the physical with the spiritual. All right. But if we just realize we are spiritual, and it make things a whole lot easier. Really, it will. All right, number 43. Your vibration is rising. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Remember, you're just talking about meditating. Uh,
Mhm.
Funny how that comes up like that. And then the last one. Archangel Michael is with you now, even though you can't see it. I am actively working on this situation. I am here and helping you. That is
Mhm.
number 3 of the card. Good. Finally, they're not in order. All right. At least now I finally shuffled them right. All right. What's up here? All right. Da, 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 da. So, Bobby, continue with your meditation and take time out to actually do it. And I'm a good one to talk. All right. Uh, all right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think you'll be fine. Open up to your spiritual gifts. So don't be shy, Bobby. If you have a gift, try to use it. I know these spiritual gifts might not be in line with maybe what you learn at church, when you go to church, but
Mhm.
keep in mind that the spiritual gifts I'm talking about are spiritual gifts. Okay? All right? So it's not like I'm trying to tell you to do anything negative or evil or anything like that. But it's just saying, be ready to, open up these gifts so you can learn how to use them and use them to positive, to help you out. That makes sense?
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right. So, who's next? What's different? Oh, Venus. Venus, I saved because I got home and it was like hot. I mean, it was super duper hot. Actually, it wasn't that hot when I first got home, but then the next week it was really hot. Right, just last week here, just last 3 days was like extremely hot, and 105 degrees, I think. And I'm like, I'm not going to keep this beard on much longer. And I shaved, and I felt like I dropped about 5 degrees at least, maybe 10. I didn't realize that the beard would be that hot. But yeah, so much cooler, much cooler. And the beard is definitely a winter thing. So not good for summer. Well, forgive me for that, Venus, but you're not the one with the beard trying to survive in the heat. And Bobby, now listen, now Bobby, you were asking about my leg. I went to the doctor today to get my leg looked at, and they said it was improving a lot, still improving. There's still a little bit of work to do, and so we're working on that. And
Um, okay, I might have to take a look up something, but I'm gonna have to ask Charles if he made himself another account, or do you think that this is like some impersonator or something?
for what?
Because he just Charles just made himself another Facebook, but we're not sure if it's Charles because there's no profile pic.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Watch out. I know. Was he? Didn't he get hacked a little while back? I don't know. You know, they want to improve Facebook. How about if they improve the damn security on there? Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, maybe eventually shut the ones that wants to spread political lies and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we got that situation that we had in Errt radio shows. We got that taken care of. I think. Thank you for that. Thank you for helping with that. I don't want to make anybody upset either. You know.
Venus says it's not Charles, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete it.
Yeah. Oh, it gets flushed in the toilet. You know, it goes down swimming. It goes swimming. Skype Charles and ask Bobby if it's on Skype.
Well, if
Char-
Venus says it's not Charles, then it's not Charles.
well,
Okay.
Charles would have the one with the red button on it that says "Don't panic,"
Yeah,
and if it
this one
doesn't
didn't
have
even
that,
have, and the one that there was no neutral, and it didn't even have a pic.
oh, then I wouldn't mess with it. I would just talk to Charles when you can, when you know it's actually him.
Okay, I think I just found something out that so I don't have to do any more research.
Oh, good.
I had to fact check you.
What now?
I just fact checked you.
Fact check me?
Yeah, not
Uh oh.
all the presidents aren't necessarily related to one another. They share a common ancestor, 42.
Oh. Okay.
They go all the way back to King John of England.
Oh.
So,
Well, see, I had a timeline reading for me from he was a guest on Tracy's show on KGRA radio, and she had a guest on from England, I think it was, and he did a heart timeline reading for me or whatever, you know, however it's called. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's a process where they read into your past and see where you come from and your genealogy and all that stuff. And he traced me back to John Adams. So that's pretty cool. But I would imagine that we're all probably related to the presidents anyway at some point, right? What
Yeah.
do you think?
That's,
I have no idea.
are you?
I'm just going down this crazy rabbit hole. I'm like, I need to course correct because I'm trying to get to the World Fair and the Zeppelin stuff is
Venus
like
says, Venus says, fact checking without people's consent. Tell us more.
well, I just saved myself some work. So I can like go
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
royalties that I need to go to. And it's not the
yeah.
heat. You guys are turning up the heat, Oofy and V.
And um, they just love you, Joey. They just love you.
Okay, Oopie, did you want a reading, Oopie?
If he had CT,
Yeah, and then
did
Venus
Venus also would have won as well?
Venus might, but Oopie was here first, so we'll get it in order. All right, 3 cards, right? 3 cards. Here we come.
Yeah, Venus. That's why googling your dinner date back when Google was honest. But I don't think those new courses got a cover. So you get what you get.
All right, Oopie.
Yeah.
34. Trust and divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Number 34.
And
All right. So now, 35, and these are in order, so these didn't get shuffled right. But I shuffled them. Isn't that weird? All right. Trust the guidance you are receiving. Archangel Uriel, have you said it, has blessed you with a brilliant epiphanal epiphany. Epiphany. I am also present to clear your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. Hey, look, divine purpose, divine guidance. Interesting. How do you like that? All right. Epiphany, not epiphanal. That sounded kind of weird. Don't know what language I'm reading. Anyway, I had this one for Bobby the other day. Number 9, don't give up on love. A
yeah,
relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. And if that card was for me, there ain't no way I'm going back that track.
yeah. Opie, just out of like curiosity, does the CT has weapons stored like in his repository? So like if should like somebody gets attacked, he just goes hulk up and wallops the adversary or what?
Well, I guess the enemy better have 16 arms.
that just makes me want me to try Sniper Elite. Because one of the things you can do on Sniper Elite is that you'll be able to shoot your adversary right in the testicles.
Oh no.
It's like a mechanical feature that they do have it.
All right, Oopie. Now let me see. You're on Skype, right?
Yeah.
I gotta keep straight where everybody is.
Man, I thought you would have like a saw or like a hammer or like a sword or a machine gun. Both both medieval and modern warfare style weapons.
No giving up on toast. Matter of fact, speaking of toast, that sounds like a good idea. All right. And CT, you're next. Cybernetic toaster. I would imagine all you have to do is plug them into the highest power source possible and stick the enemy's tongue in there. We'll see how that works. I have a can opener I haven't even used for ages. I have the new cans. You know, you just have the pull tab on them, so you don't have to worry about can opener. This one is for CT. Huh.
So, laser beam toaster, you better watch your nuts.
Well, if Lady V has nuts, then we're in trouble. This gone sideways real fast. All right, CT, this is for you. Number 31. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Number 31. Hey, I don't fool the. I mean, I do fool the cards, but they kind of choose themselves. I just showed them. Number 32. The way forward is open. You are not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Joy. And then action, you want to go there to joy, see that? All right. 19. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. Number 19. Uh-oh. CT is sparking again.
Uh-oh.
You better get that wiring checked.
Yeah, otherwise I think you might go Super Saiyan and start go and shoot to kill just about anybody that's in the ship.
Yeah.
I'm about to. Okay, there we go. I was about to fall off my chair.
Oh no. All right.
Well, here's something unusual. I'm not related to King John. At least I don't have enough branches in my tree to connect the dots there.
Hmm.
So there you go. But does it really matter? I don't think so.
Well, let me see. Take control of your thoughts. The way forward is open. Make a decision. That's for CT. So there you go. Whether you like it or not, CT, tighten up your ship. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, see, now I know that my mom was English, Scottish, and I think German. My dad was Danish, full Dane. Now, my mom was related. If I remember right, she was related to the Lindbergh, the guy that was a pilot, right? Lindbergh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was related to him.
So Sasquatch. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
You
Well,
can
I
go on
never.
FamilySearch.org, the LDS site, for free. And
Yeah,
because it is the work of the dead, right,
yeah.
Bobby? And
Yeah.
so you can go on there and just start putting your tree in, and then you can make connections. So
Yeah.
probably
I heard it.
related to
I heard a
Andy.
family search.
And what is it? Family what?
Family search.
FamilySearch.org.
Yeah.
Family, family
Family.
what?
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Venus, this is for you. For Andy, I'd have to
There
get
you
out.
go.
I'd have to get out another deck for Andy, a different deck for Andy. I'd have to get the other deck for Andy.
The
No,
deck that.
Andy usually doesn't want a reading anyway. FamilySearch.org. Okay. All right, Venus, here comes your reading.
I'm going to take off. And
All right. Thank
thank
you,
you so
Julie.
much for the reading. Thanks for chatting. And
You're welcome.
I'll check in next week.
Yep.
See you later, Julie.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks for
Bye.
having me. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Oh, that was one I was hoping I couldn't get for you. All right. All right. Here we go, Venus. Number 14. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. I like that card. That's a nice looking card.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really nice artwork on these cards, huh, Bobby?
That's pretty darn good.
All right. Meat tour, don't know. 15. Increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know.
It's pretty darn awkward. It's got an iPad on that card.
Or phone, yeah, iPad, yeah. Well, they're talking about maybe today's, with headphones, iPad and headphones, yeah. Oopie mentor.
I still want Ufi to be in Elmer, to be my Elmer.
Elmer.
Yeah, that's what they call mentors in the ham radio community.
Oh, okay. All right, Venus, your wait is almost over. 16, it's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile.
Um, hopefully soon, movie. Hopefully soon. I'll just
All right.
It's just like these apartments. You can have antennas or satellites. Since if it would be like project style, see the HOA is not supposed to say no when it comes to satellites and antennas. So
For what now?
the HOA is not supposed to say something about antennas and satellite dishes. But this is a private apartment, so it's for probing to the manager's rules. But it should have been like public housing, like projects or HOA. You could take them to court and they'll be the one. And usually the judge would say, "Hey, if the tenant wants it, let them have it."
Yep. I don't have that trouble in a house. All right, Venus, here you go.
Yeah. And and Andy thought he was Popeye.
All right, Venus, here you go. That's it, I think. Oh boy, I don't.
Popeye and his wife were there. Even though I haven't even seen his or heard a show lately, I think
Which which one?
Popeye and his wife, like Popeye and his
Oh
wife.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So now there's two terms that we worked with on my. I don't have any way to. I don't have any teeth to hold it in. That'd be hard to do. I can
Yeah,
have it just for looks, I guess. Hold it like that. But you have the trans-dimensional travel. Then you have the interdimensional travel, which I closely relate that to a term I used before called time differential. You know what I'm saying? Time differential is where something happens that you know something happened, but nothing really changed. That makes any sense. So Interdimensional travel is when you can shift places in the middle of your routine, daily routine, whatever, and all of a sudden you're somewhere else. You don't know what's going on. Okay? I can't think of if there's any other dimensional thinking on that one. Twins are playing. I didn't even know. Playing Kansas City Royals in Kansas City, of course.
Hmm. You're not watching them now, aren't you?
Huh?
You're not watching them now, aren't you?
No, it's just on TV. I'm not really watching them, no. So on since my drive that I had today, have you had any episodes where you had to write down anything?
Yeah.
They just lost anyway. Guy hits a grand slam, and they just lost. Oh well.
How the heck you could have a grand slam and still lose the game?
Well, it's the final in the 10th. They're in extra innings already. It was 5-4, and guy hits a grand slam. So bases are loaded. So I mean, four runs score. That'd be 8-5. The
Yeah.
pitchers really suck. That's what I think.
Yeah. People, you gotta go into your YouTube just to get to a pick. Oh yeah, that's cute. Would be yeah. Yeah, how you like that, Brian?
Yeah, Andy had one with an older, like Model T or something. And had the Errt radio symbol on the door.
Yeah, yeah, very very cute. Yeah, thanks, Andy. Yeah.
Oh, where was that link that Julie had for the? I don't know where that went to. Oh, there it is. FamilySearch.org. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I sent it you on my Skype.
Yep, I'll get it. I'll look it up.
Now you don't have to look at it now, but probably in later.
Yeah, what is background sounds? Yeah, there you go. Venus is hearing some background. That your fans or something going?
That's probably my fans. I don't have anything else.
No, that's fine. It wasn't bothering me. Venus was asking about it. Blogspot. What is that one that Andy put up there?
Yeah, hang on. I'm about to do it again. Yeah. And we've been on for about 90 minutes and just, I wouldn't say it would get boring, but yeah.
Hey, we did some card readings for people. That worked out.
Yeah.
And next week, Heather said if she's home, she wants to be on the panel, so that's good.
Yeah.
So Heather's a longtime friend of Bill's shows, the Bill's live YouTube shows. So that's kind of interesting how that kind of connects to, everyone is connected in that sense. So,
Yeah. I just had like a strange problem that was always just rectified by rebooting, by just restarting the app. You know, like how there would be like three buttons of the app that has the minimize or the and the maximize or restore and the close button.
yeah.
It didn't have those buttons. I had to right click on the title bar and click on close.
Oh,
But
well.
when I restarted the app, it had that back.
Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah.
No Venus, no strippers. I don't.
Bobby's a nice church guy. He doesn't do that kind of stuff.
Now if you wanna give me like a Steam car or a 1 month subscription of Game Pass Ultimate, you could do that.
Ah.
Either like a Steam gift card or a Game Pass
Oh,
Ultimate.
for a game subscription, yeah.
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 Heck, it could be PlayStation Plus. It could be a just like a 1 month, 3 month of PlayStation Plus. I'll do it. No, no strippers, please.
And Oopie
My
says
uncle
stripper light.
will. My uncle will not approve it.
We don't want to cause any trouble for you, that's for sure. But, all right. Well, I think we did good tonight for just kind of not really anything planned. Uh, Maybe we should go ahead and call it early for tonight,
Mhm.
and we'll try something next week. And oh, hey, on the Mixler side of things, we have 99,910. So we're getting there.
Maybe check the count now because sometimes if you hit the refresh on the chat room, it'll give you an updated count.
I could do that. Hold on.
Hang on. No, no. Well, I think it'd be better if you check the app, the Mixer app on your phone, because it's not showing you that.
All right. Yeah. Doesn't give me the live shot on that. I have to be on.
Yeah, you have to be like on the air and stuff. The app should have that information. We're at 99,926 total listens.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Yeah, there you go. I got that. Yeah. 99,926. So we might hit that tomorrow, possibly. How do you like the Twitter changing their brand icon to an X.
I really hate it in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
For me, I think Twitter is always going to be Twitter.
yeah.
Now, if you want to send me something like a gift on PayPal, like a monetary gift, I can give you my email address.
Uh,
But if you could give me a Game Pass Ultimate subscription or some Steam gift cards, that'd be great. Hey,
hey,
what's up?
C&D.
Hey, what's up?
uh,
It's um, it's my PayPal donation address. Oopie. You know, like how PayPal works is you gotta have you'll be emailing the money.
Andy's talking crazy stuff now.
Yeah.
uh, Venus, I couldn't pay for the shipping on that big lollipop you wanted. Remember the big, twisted, colorful lollipop? One you get at the carnival, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're about done here tonight. I'm about wiped out. One thing about that heat, though, man, I tell you, it wears you down.
It it really really does.
But on my leg, though, what I was gonna say before is that it just about stopped leaking out. You know, different oozing of the fluid. So got that about sealed up. A little bit, still has a little bit of seepage, but not as bad as it was. And
Mhm.
it hopefully be done soon.
And I like to thank Venus for letting me know that you was gonna do a drive today. Because I usually don't
Oh,
get notices unless I'm like at the
oh,
computer.
okay, yeah,
And once again, I like to thank Amanda and Johnny for giving me the best what everybody can have the my own birthday bash of
yeah,
what
uh, yeah. And when is your birthday next week, right?
this coming Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Okay, all right. And then what is Thursday? Thursday something.
And it's gonna be the 200 edition. I probably might do another top three like I did with 100 when it comes to the flavors of like a Space Wave flavor edition,
All
like
right.
I do like a top three.
Yeah, and then that's pretty interesting. Now.
Plus, we don't have any caravans, and because the check days will be on a Tuesday and then actually be on a Thursday, so no caravans then. But there still might be, like but like I said, I might do like a top like a special top three that I like the most. Like I could find 1 hour of whatever,
Yeah.
and I don't know why.
So now we're watching some other friends of ours on the NX channel with Entity Voices with
Mhm.
Tony and them, Tony, Cherie, and well, Cherie was there, but Tony Rathman, and then Chris Allgood and Audra and Ron and Lourdes, and they're talking about a documentary they got coming out.
Yeah,
But you need,
I think Marie talked about that last night. I wanna try to sign up for it, and
yeah,
they give you 3 days, and it's
yeah,
about well, like you said about the year round subscription, but I like to go for the monthly subscription. If it's worth the $4 a month, I'll take it.
yeah, and they have of course they got their documentary that will be on there, and of course we know them already, you know. So and I get to meet everybody but Tony and Cherie. So
Mhm.
they're real people, and they have a passion for this whole static thing they got going on, doing research on ghost or spiritual communication.
Mhm.
Um, the only thing about that is that somewhere I believe in the Bible it said don't talk to dead people.
Uh,
But then,
uh,
I don't know. I don't know if we actually have that right, Bobby. Some of the things we read in the Bible, I don't know if we have it right. To be honest with you, just because of how many times it's been retranslated and rewritten, who knows what we're actually reading? You know what I mean? So when it said don't talk to dead people, but yet then Jesus was raised a guy that was dead for 3 days. Remember in the Bible story,
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy was dead for 3 days, and then he brought him back to life basically. And Jesus said no, he wasn't dead; he was just sleeping. So now either Jesus was lying or he was talking to the dead person, right?
Well,
So there's a confusion
they
there. Confusion
well,
there.
if they were up to if they would like you like if you're Catholic, there should be like a day called the Apostles' Creed when you start doing the Rosary prayer.
Yeah.
And it talks about that when he died, he descended into the dead to, and then in the third day he rose again, and then he went to the heavens after a few days after his resurrection, and then it will say he will come to judge living and the dead. And so,
Hmm. Yeah. And of course, that was way before Catholic time in the
yeah,
days of Jesus. But
yeah.
anyway,
A lot of a lot of people in my congregation, they used to be raised Catholic before coming to the LDS fold.
okay. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, there's just some things that we don't quite understand. I mean, like, a lot of people say that ghosts and spirits are evil and we shouldn't be dealing with them, but yet at the same time, Jesus in the upper room, you can look this up in the scriptures, in the Christian Bible anyway, you can look it up. It'll say Jesus is talking to the 12 in the upper room, and he says, um, talking to doubting Thomas, hey, check me out. I'm a real person, flesh and bone. You can touch me. I'm here. You can verify that I'm real, that I'm me, that I'm here in person. And of course, they thought they had seen a spirit because he popped in the room. You know, and then he says you need to test the spirits to be sure that they're of God. Now, if there were not spirits, why would he be telling us to test the spirits? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we're not understanding something clearly here. We're not
Yeah.
we're not quite getting the actual meaning of it, or we're missing something with the translation. There's something going on here that we just don't quite get. And
Mhm.
I want to know how we can be judged for not understanding something that is not really clear to us in that situation. Like
Mhm.
when it talks about, sorcery or divination, tarot cards is evil, bad, sorcery, terrible. But
Yeah.
of the cards that they showed everybody tonight, how evil and bad were they? They were not evil or bad, I don't think. And um, the messages that I was hearing was positive that I could tell, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Did you not
So,
know I actually watched Bishop Long on TikTok today?
oh, okay.
I, I watched Bishop Long until about 15 minutes where he was supposed to be going off, and then it just stayed out, never came back. So I just switched it to YouTube to finish it off.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, so I don't know that we understand some of the things that we're being taught. Consider this analogy. A snail doesn't understand that a snake will eat it. The snake doesn't care. I
Mhm. I
like that one.
really like the stuff that Andy put during MWAT today.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
like the tiger and the duck.
Yeah. All right. Well, now we talked another 20 minutes, Bobby. We didn't get anywhere. No, Andy, I wasn't trying to Bible bash. I'm just trying to make clear of everything. And you make your own decision.
Mhm. Yep.
I don't care what you read. If you get something out of it, then read it.
Okay. Oh, uh, okay. So another now. Oh my gosh. This, why it could not be a Brit, an actual British
Because the
idea?
French, because the French were the ones that helped us. I think.
Yeah.
Look the history.
And I think Venus has is having some internet issues.
Yeah. Well, at least you got the reading done before that happened, and I might have some storms tonight.
Hmm.
All right. Maybe we're all getting a little bit slap happy here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I will play my morning show, and then that'll be about it for me for the
Hmm.
unless I do something Saturday evening, unless they got something planned.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens there. So Andy, I'm trying to figure out how to edit a video on a app that I got on a program that I got that's online that's usable. And I
Yeah.
got the one I want to use, but I want to kind of have the ending fade out instead of having it cut off so quickly without any ending. You know what I mean? So I wanted to fade out and then go to black, basically. But for some reason, I can't figure that out. No speaking English. I'm asking Andy for help. Now he doesn't talk.
Andy speaks Andy. And I don't know, he could be also be speaking the language of CT.
Yep. All right. I think we're about
Yeah.
done. Almost 2 hours,
Yeah.
Bob. We did all right for not talking about anything.
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Well, look up that term, trans-dimensional travel. Look it up if you haven't,
Hmm.
and then listen to some of the conversations that people are having on the radio, and you might find they're going to be talking about this soon.
Yeah.
All right.
The matches is going to be too big to respond, but I might post it on the Gazettes. This is my coming from Bang AI when it
Oh, about
comes
that
to,
about that term.
yeah.
Ah, okay. Now it is talking about it like I suggested, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not talking about the sexual preference.
Right.
Not there's anything wrong with that, but you know what I mean. Don't want to get the storyline confused. So I had a thought too. Before we go off here, just 9 minutes we got. I'll ramble on for 9 minutes about this. Imagine you remember when you used to blow bubbles, from the bubble stuff you get at the store, to blow bubbles, and then you have all the bubbles come out and they'll all be next to each other, all part of their own little universes like that, right? Here's one universe here, here's one universe here. They're together, but they're not together. You see? But now what happened with the soap? What happened? It compressed together, right? It merged into each other, and then you wouldn't know. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, but if it didn't merge into each other, they'd be right next to each other, and they wouldn't know they were even there.
Hmm.
They'd be the same. They'd be a universe next to each other, and they wouldn't know they were there. Just like if you take even a piece of paper, Bobby, take a
Hmm.
piece of paper from your notebook, you're gonna write all these notes down. All right.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
One side of the paper doesn't know that the other side of the paper is even there.
True.
All right. If you take a coin, take a quarter. The tail side doesn't know the head side is even there. Yet it's the same coin. Imagine that.
Yeah.
So, toilet paper.
Um,
The one side does not know that the other side is there, Andy. That's right.
right. Uh, oh my gosh. If Upi would light some sparks, it would be the end of the world. It would be like a nuclear bomb just went off without any
No.
warning, period.
Oopie, I've had Friday night for IT for quite a while. So, movie night should be on Saturday night if you're going to do movie night. Then
Yeah.
that would take up that time. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but it all depends on if Bill's gonna do a family feud night on a
Right.
Saturday.
I know. Either way, we can do something. We got something. Good night, Oopie.
Yeah, good night, Upi.
Yeah, see, Andy got it right. Saturday night at the movies. Who heard of Friday night at the movies? Nobody heard of that.
He
Saturday night
said
at the
to
movies.
me, what about Sunday night at the movies?
Yeah, but usually when would the movie come out? Would it come out on Thursday usually?
You're talking about movies in theaters,
Yeah, when they release them, isn't it like Thursday?
like either Tuesday or Thursday. But yeah,
Yeah. So
I
then
just
they,
like I might if I was up to see a new movie today, and if I have a choice between Barbie and Oppenheimer, I would choose Oppenheimer.
yeah,
I
I
don't
would.
know what the hell's going on with the Barbie movie, and I don't want to know. And I
I don't
don't
want to
know.
know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know either. The Oppenheimer looks like it's more about historical stuff to me.
Yeah, I think that was that dude that developed that bomb that they
Yep,
used to end the
yep,
war in World
yep,
War II.
yep. Just doing the ad for it right now. Matter of fact, that's interesting. Yep, there it is. Oppenheimer in
And
theaters now. It'll be on your streaming platforms here pretty soon.
mhm.
That's one thing. They did get that to where it goes through pretty quick.
You know something? Lady B has a point. They were annoying. They were crammed together in the dark. This is why we act like I know we're post COVID, but pre COVID and during COVID, you can't even have anything. So the way they've done it is have like the platforms do the movie for them, and what they done is they make a profit instead of going to the movie theaters. That trend should have continued. They should have never done about reopening the theaters and and now you can't make a wall of it. But let's say like your logo and big boy like AMC or something like that would say, okay, we are not going to reopen theaters. We're going to actually create a platform so that they can still watch the movies from the confidence of the TV and not from the
Yeah.
silver screen. And that's what they should have done is move it to more of a digital platform
Well, that's what they're
instead.
trying to do with. That's what they're trying to do with Max, with not Cinemax, but Max, HBO Max. I have
Yeah,
that.
like yeah, you got like Disney Plus, Peacock, Max. They all want to use like their own platforms to still attempt to make a profit.
Amazon Prime. I have that.
Yeah, you got Prime, you got Netflix, you
Yep.
still got YouTube and Google Play, you
I got
still
quite a
got
few movie.
Redbox.
Yeah, I got
You
quite a
you
few movie
you
platforms.
also you also got not only just sub-based platforms, but you also got free-based platforms, and and they can still make a profit of it if let's say if you put ads into play.
Yeah.
That's how you make a profit. Now, if you like I said, platforms minus cinemas equals you still make a profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you really don't have to put it in like a physical media format like VHS tapes or DVDs or Blu-rays. You could just have it on their digital platforms and you
And
can
you and
still
subscribe. Yeah, you subscribe to it or a very minimum price.
mhm. Or
Yeah.
you can get them for free if you permit the ads.
Right.
If you permit the ads, you're good. They
Yeah.
can still make a profit.
Oh yeah. Well, so remember, get your notebooks, everybody. When you go to sleep tonight, write down your notes of anything you dream, and tell a story of where you go.
And yeah, torrent sites are still around, Andy. But you got the ISPs and the industries wants to shut down the ones like the YouTube downloaders. They always want to stop downloaders. They want to stop the torrents. They want to stop illegal streaming. And I think I've been hearing recently they really want to crack down on pirate IPTV. So that's what I've been hearing lately.
Yeah. All right then. Well, I think that's about it. Now we got 2 hours for sure. Now we're done.
Hmm.
Thank you everyone for coming out and having fun. Napster, I remember Napster. What was the other one? LimeWire. Who remembers LimeWire? Uh,
LimeWire, FrostWire.
yeah,
Now, FrostWire was more of like a wider late version of LimeWire. But when LimeWire got shut down, it actually got converted as a BitTorrent client.
yeah.
Now, Usenet is still around. Like you just get like a certain file that you can get, and then you just send it off to the newsreader, and it will download the content from their forms, and you get the content. It's like what Rapid Share and Mega Upload used to be. I remember Rapid Share and Mega Upload.
Well, Venus, I'm glad that it doesn't take that long to make a CD now. All day.
Now, truth to be told, that the next device you're going to get will not have an optical drive.
Hmm.
That I remember that by heart. The next computer may not have an optical drive. I know,
Well,
like, yeah.
my laptop does not, and my desktop does not have a CD drive or DVD drive.
Mhm.
It has the USB port I can connect to, outside
Yeah,
one.
yeah. That's why I've been hearing quite lots about British internet. And it's not just limited to torrents. It's also like IP. They're trying to stop IPTV and all that. So they're trying to stop all that in the UK, and that's what something they're trying to do in the US. And it's supposed to get bigger as it and much more worse as they get the jobs done, like the agencies and stuff.
Well,
They
then
have a
you gotta pay for your site though. You like Prime Video, you gotta pay for it. That's fine.
yeah,
So nothing's gonna be free anymore.
yeah. It's a
Yep.
contract against piracy, and so yeah, it's going to be to like where there that control
Yep.
is becoming like going bigger than the average person. They even say even if you hosted an IPTV service, they'll become knocking on your door and you're just pretty much done.
Yep. So it's a good thing we didn't do that one then when it came out, huh?
I also heard, and when we're talking about piracy, I've been hearing if you have an Xbox console today, like today's Xbox console, and let's say if you install emulators, you're pretty much going to get locked out of your Xbox unless they give you some time to uninstall the emulators.
Oh,
Which I don't think they did, but should they did, and then they take out the emulators. Now I don't. I hate the fact that you're going to get locked out of your Xbox. I hate that part. But I think what Microsoft should have done was that okay, we know that you got an emulator, but it's not going to get updated because they took it out of that repository, that they took it out of their repository so it won't be updated or re-downloaded. So
Mm.
once you get rid of that, that's it. And two, they should give them some more time to let them know, hey, you got something that is not right. I want you to remove it. Otherwise, we'll be walking out your console.
Yeah.
It,
And then so then you got a $600 console you can't use. Oh boy. Yeah, I think that's wrong.
yeah,
So, but I think you should give you some kind of subscription when you buy a machine like that. And you pay that much money for one. They should give you some kind of subscription deal.
well, I think, wait, truth be told, you they do speak of cross-platform playing and backwards compatibility, so that you'll be able to play older games
Yeah.
in a legal stance. But
Yeah.
if
Well,
the
like what I said about YouTube and music. What if we were to have a monthly service fee that you'd pay, like even if it was only $9.99, you know, $10, right? If you pay $10 a month and if you
yeah,
get YouTube Premium, you already pay $10 a month anyway. All right,
I think it's
and
going to
then
be about almost 20.
yeah,
If
but
if
still, but you can imagine if you do that and you pay for that license, then you should be able to get the music and play it. I'm not saying necessarily stream it for everyone to see, but like if you're doing a live stream, maybe that would be for everyone to see. But maybe you can have it where only people that come to your channel can see it. I don't
yeah,
know how that could work, but we'd have to have it to where we can. If we're paying so much a month for the service, we should be able to play music if we want to play it. Then the artists that we're
now,
playing, they'll get a piece of that. So you have 1,000 people that are paying $10 a month. The artist is gonna get probably a third of that. Just for them playing the music.
yeah, yeah, and Eddie is talking about the Nintendo Switch. That and I think that's also mentioned about the Nintendo Switch online service. And I think that's a good idea when it comes to Nintendo Switch, like the
Yeah.
Nintendo allowing you to play old games that you used to remember. Now,
Yeah.
but Nintendo also was getting strict when it comes to emulation, and I think one of the bigger bigger removals that Nintendo requested was the Dolphin emulator, which is well known to play GameCube and Wii games. The
Ah.
problem that they have, and I can direct you to a video about it, is that in the code of the Dolphin emulator is the Wii decryption key that is exposed out of plain view, and many people that provided feedback back about the key, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's just falling into deaf ears of the Dolphin developers.
Yeah.
So that key can still be present to the fact that, yeah, that Dolphin should be never be on, like, let's say, like the Microsoft Store or the Steam Store or even on Epic or the Epic Game Store. So yeah, so something like that. Yeah,
Chipped Xboxes. What does that mean?
I think they were talking about putting homebrew systems where you could actually, like, instead of just doing Xbox, you could do PlayStation 1, you could do PlayStation 2, you could do 64, Nintendo 64 on it, on those such a modified systems. So So let's say if you got one with a broken disk drive, which the PS2 is, I think it from the mental notes of Chris Harmon is that should like you don't have a working optical drive, you could actually modify it and put a homebrew system so you could do like, and it's not going to have to be limited to Xbox. You could play like I said, like your 64, PS1, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, and everything that was there in the past at the time. Now that does not mean that you'll be able to play the futuristic one on the OG modified Xbox, unless you get like either like a PS3 or 360, and even like the Xbox One, the PS4, the Xbox X, and the
Mhm.
PS5. So, so yeah.
Now
So
you wore me out with all this game talking. I'm ready to go to sleep now.
yeah, it's
uh,
about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
yeah. I don't have any game consoles or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Good night,
but
Venus.
good night,
I
Venus.
think
Yeah, I think we're done. To we had enough fun. uh, Venus was asking about your mustache. You think you have a mustache? I don't know. Did you
now, truth
shave?
to be told, you can go to AliExpress today and you can get like a special hard drive that has old games from all generations of time throughout every single console. Some of them you will never hear of because it was never was advertised or something. But you get some of the consoles that we know the most, and some of them we may not know the most.
Bobby can keep
So
talking if he wants to. I'm gonna call it a night. Uh,
yeah, let's call it a night. Let's call it a night.
Andy's trying to talk you into talking 2 hours or no more. I'm not gonna be up for 2 hours more. I'm done.
No, I think we need to get on out of here, man.
Yeah, we did all right though. Thank you for joining tonight, and Julie was nice enough to join us a little bit. And it was really good to see Heather in chat. She'll be back with us next week, I think, on the show. That'll be fun. So, and yeah, but
Mhm.
AliExpress sells hard drives. Oh, AliExpress sells hard drives. I know what that is. Full of 10,000 games, and you can play right at home. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you just plug it up and start playing.
That sounds like a good idea. That's a lot better than buying a big game console that's going to cost you $500.
Now, did you not know today you really don't have to have a gaming rig thanks to the innovation of the cloud system.
Right.
Like you can like subscribe to a cloud based service that will allow you to do games,
But now,
and you can
when
just
you get that hard drive, though, what do you need? Do you need to get the joystick to run it? You know what I mean? Instead of your mouse.
yeah, like a game controller or something that you can hook it up via
Oh,
USB or
Andy says it's
Bluetooth.
totally illegal. Okay,
Yeah,
we don't. We might not want to do that then.
yeah,
Did
but
we
people
buy
would
it?
still buy it. Yeah, people would still buy it just for the hell of it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get on out of here. Thanks again, Bobby, for joining, and everyone else in chat that joined and had some fun talking. Andy, thank you for being up late. And China doesn't care.
They really don't. Even if your product is just nothing but a paperweight.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see everybody on the next one next Friday, another edition.
Hmm.
And I hope everyone has a great rest of the weekend. And hey, if you have nice weather, get out there and enjoy it.
Yeah. Andy, can you put that link in the either in the guild or in the streaming announcements? Because we're about ready to close out.
All right, yep. Bye for now. We'll see you. Have a good night. Good
Yeah.
night.
Good night, everybody.